L'honorable ministre des Finances.
Finance Minister Philippe Champagne's opening remarks to the House of Commons defined the 2025 budget as a transformational one.
This budget must be generational in its ambition and serve to shape our economy and our nation's future. Il n'y a pas de place pour le retrait, l'ambiguïté.
There is no place for withdrawal, ambiguity, or even standing still. Only for bold and swift action.
Bold and swift action is what is needed. To weather the storm of uncertainty, we will not lower ourselves, Mr. Speaker. Quite the opposite. We will raise them to catch the winds of economic change because we believe in Canada.
This fits with the theme of this year's budget, which is Canada Strong, and there are strong investments in certain areas. This includes $115 billion over 5 years for infrastructure, $110 billion over 5 years on increasing productivity and competitiveness, $30 billion over 5 years on defense and safety, and $25 billion over 5 years on housing. By the government's own measure, 75% of the budget is targeted toward responding to global economic shifts, including U.S. President Donald Trump's tariff threats. Indigenous people are mentioned only a handful of times in the Finance Minister's speech, and only in terms of their role in building Canada's economy.
And to do so, we will do that in a way that protects our future, that also protects our nature, and also protect our core values. Building a true partnership with Indigenous people whose stewardship and knowledge of the land continue to guide us today. Because we do not just build for ourselves. Because we do not build just for ourselves, we build for those who will follow us.
And likewise, there's only about $5.3 billion in new spending on Indigenous-specific priorities. This includes $2.3 billion over 5 years to address all First Nations infrastructure and water needs, $2 billion extra dollars for the Canada Infrastructure Bank to invest in Indigenous infrastructure, and $1 billion over 4 years as part of a new Arctic Infrastructure Fund. Perhaps most alarming for Indigenous stakeholders, there's no federal money targeted for First Nations education, Jordan's Principle, the Union Child First Initiative, or emergency response support beyond the 2025-2026 fiscal year. The government expects to save $60 billion over 5 years through what it calls a comprehensive expenditure review of the civil service. But funding at Crown Indigenous Relations and Northern Affairs and Indigenous Services is not expected to change during this time. The budget deficit is also expected to hit a whopping $78.3 billion in this fiscal year. Fraser, Needham, APTN National News, Ottawa.